My name is Ted Parkinson, and I've lived in the Mount Hope Breithaupt Park neighborhood for about 23 years now. I think it's a very cool neighborhood in many ways. When we bought our house here, it was more of a value than it is now because prices have gone up. There were some social problems, but over the years, things have changed. There's like houses that are 120 years old, 110 years old. There are new houses that are right behind us. But at the end of our street, there's like a homesteading farm that they make their own soap and candles, and they do workshops. And right next to them is the guy who still lives in his garage that his parents used to run, 40 years ago. There's a new house across the street that's, like several $100,000. So it's a mixture of all these different houses and all these different types of people. It's very close to downtown Kitchener, so it's easy to walk downtown. And it's not that far away from uptown Waterloo, so you can easily walk there. So we love that it's right in the middle. Yet sitting on our back deck, there's like trees everywhere. It's got sort of the best of everything, I think. Google is like 3 blocks away, and there's that whole tech explosion. So that's changed the character a little bit. And if you want, you can just walk through and see all the historic buildings, like the Beamer Box Factory. There's a lot of what we call industrial vernacular architecture. Like I used to give Jane's walks with other people in the neighborhood, and I would always say that the Mount Hope was Kitchener's first industrial suburb. A lot of businesses grew up along that railway. A lot of the houses that are here were actually lived in by the workers who would walk to work. Some of them are still industrial, and some of them are being repurposed. It's very exciting. So I couldn't imagine living anywhere else because there's so much diversity.
My name is Dinah Murdoch, and I live in the Mount Hope neighborhood in Kitchener, and I've been living here for about 15 years now. I came across something on Instagram. A woman named Sarah Camia, who is from Arlington, Massachusetts, in the States, had been on a walk in her neighborhood during lockdown, many walks, as many of us were doing, and she had given some thought to the fact that the little free libraries in her neighborhood that she encountered on a regular basis on her walk were really filled with sort of the same old books, mostly by white authors. And so she had a brainwave of, what if we started an initiative to diversify our little free libraries to get more books? That's such a wonderful, actionable project. I think we're all looking for ways to take action against racism and supporting anti-racist initiatives, and it's sometimes hard to know where to begin. So anyway, this just felt like a wonderful way to take action. So I started right away, just looking to get donations and of either money or books, and we've been pretty successful. So my goal was to get books into existing little free libraries all over Waterloo region. So I started in Mount Hope, which is where I live. Just in the vicinity of my house, I can probably get to 10 to 12 little free libraries in under 10 minutes. There's a lot of them in this neighborhood. So I've started in Mount Hope, and I've just sort of worked my way sort of concentrically out northeast, south, and west, since we're right in the middle. And as I get more books, I'm able to put some in more libraries. So I usually put 4 or 5 books in a library at a time. So the books are for kids to adults. So everything from toddler board books to, big, thick, hardcover books for grown-ups. And there's fiction and nonfiction. And I've branched it out to not include just Black authors, but also Indigenous authors and other people of color. I love living here. I never want to move from here. It's just very community minded. We know the names of everybody.